Today we are working on the Thai orchid. It is a motif and I'm just going to get right up into it. I am using a 5mm hook and this is a weight of 6. Super bulky yarn. It is recommended to use a 8mm, but because I want my motifs to be nice and tight, I'm using a 5mm hook. So let's just get right into our starting point, which is going to be a slip knot. And then we're going to work up 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to close this up with a slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 1 and we're going to drag our tail along so we can close that up in our stitches. And now we're going to do 12 single crochets in that same circle. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And we're going to slip stitch in that first single crochet, or in that first chain 1, slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That's going to count as your double crochet. And once again, a double crochet is a yarn over. We're going to put that through that same space where we put our slip stitch, right there in the same one. So that would be right here. Double crochet is yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is your double crochet. So that counts as 2 double crochet and 1, and we're going to do the same thing into each stitch. So that's 2 double crochets in each stitch. So we should have 24. We did 12 single crochets. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets in each stitch. That's going to equal 24. Okay, so yarn over, pull it through the stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is your first double crochet. And into that same stitch, do another double crochet and continue to work your way around. Make sure you are counting your stitches. If you are, if you have a hard time with counting your stitches or, losing your place and where to slip stitch, I definitely suggest to use a stitch marker. That'll help you get used to knowing where you have to put your slip stitch into, you're not losing count. So I definitely suggest you count your stitches. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we're coming up to our last 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So we should have 24. Then we're going to slip stitch. I'm going to slip stitch right into the top of that chain 3 we did at the beginning of our row. So right in the top stitch of that chain 3, slip stitch there. So we have a circle. Now we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2, 1, 2, and go into that third stitch with a single crochet. And we're going to repeat that around our full circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's skip 2, single crochet in that third stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2, single crochet in the third stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're just going to slip stitch into our first chain 1. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 loops. There's your 5 chain spaces. So now we're just going to chain 1, and we're going to go into that same space with a single crochet, same slip stitch. And then in our chain 5 space, we're going to do a half double crochet, and a half double crochet is a yarn over. Pull through, yarn over, go into that chain 5 space, pull up a loop, and then we're just going to yarn over again and pull through all 3 loops. So that is a half double crochet. Then we're going to continue with 3 double crochets into that same space. Okay, now we're going to do a picot stitch. A picot stitch is very easy. All you do after your 3 double crochets is chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and going into the first chain 4, the first of the chain 4 space, all you have to do is slip stitch. Okay, and you want to make sure it's not twisting, so you have it facing straight. Okay, that's 1. So this is called a 3-prong picot stitch. So we're going to do that twice more. So another chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go into the same space, first chain 4, and slip stitch again, and continue to do the same thing once more. 2, 3, and 4, and go into that same space with a slip stitch. And that is a picot stitch. Now we're going to continue the same thing we did on this side, on this previous side, in the same chain 5 space. So that would be 3 double crochets. This is 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and 3 double crochets, and 1 half double crochet. That's yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And that is our first section. And we're just going to continue to do the same thing fully around each loop. So we're going to go in our single crochet space with another single crochet in that space, and continue to repeat the same thing that we did for our first petal, which is a half double crochet and 3 double crochets, and don't forget our picot stitch, just 3 double crochets and a picot stitch. That's going in and slip stitch, chain 4, slip stitch, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch. Okay, and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and continue with a half double crochet, and in that single crochet space you do another single crochet. So it's single crochet, half double crochet, 1, 2, 3 double crochets, and your picot stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch, repeat twice, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and slip stitch, and continue that fully around till you reach the last one. Okay, I'm coming up on my last one. There goes my half double crochet, and I'm just going to slip stitch at the beginning of our first single crochet. Slip stitch there. Now we're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just to give you a view of what we should have so far. Okay, 8 petals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, chain 7, and then we're going to go into the middle of our picot stitch, into that middle petal there, with a single crochet. Now we're going to do another 7 chains, sorry, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we are going to single crochet in our last single crochet from the previous row, right there in the middle. Single crochet and another 7 chains, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and again into the middle petal of our picot stitch, and continue to do the same thing. 7 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 1 single crochet in our previous single crochet, and continue that pattern the same thing around. So all we're doing is slip stitch from the previous row. Again, slip stitch from the previous row, chain 7, single crochet in the middle of our picot stitch, chain 7, single crochet, chain 7, single, chain 7, single, chain 7, single, and repeat that all the way around. So you should have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So 2 in each petal, and I will meet you at the end of the round. Okay, now we are at the end of our row, and we're just going to go into that same single crochet with a slip stitch at the beginning of our row. Now this is going to be our last row, so we are going to chain 1, right, and go into that same space with a single crochet. Now we're just going to go into this chain 7 space with 8 single crochets. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 single crochets. Okay, in that middle single crochet, we're going to do another single crochet and another picot stitch, which again is 4 chains, 1 2 3 4. While going into our first chain of 4, we're going to slip stitch. Again, just make sure you're keeping it straight. So I'm using my other fingers to keep it in place. 1 2 3 4, and again into that same space with a slip stitch. And another 1 2 3 4, and slip stitch. Okay, now we're going to do another 8 single crochets in that chain 7 space. 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 single crochets, and into our single crochet from our previous row, we're just going to put a single crochet there, and this is what we have. We're going to repeat the same exact thing fully around each space. So into the next space, I'm going to do a few more with you guys. We're going to go into with 8 single crochets, 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, and into the middle single crochet, another single crochet followed by a picot stitch, 3 4, slip stitch, 1 2 3 4, and slip stitch. And another 8 single crochets in that space, 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, and in the middle single crochet there. Okay, so again, we're going to repeat that all the way around, and that is going to be the end of our tie orchid. So we're going to do 8 single crochets plus the single crochet in the middle followed by a picot stitch. Okay, a 3-point picot stitch, chain 4, slip stitch, chain 4, slip stitch, chain 4, slip stitch. 8 single crochets plus your 1 single crochet in the middle, and repeat in each space the same thing. So you should have 8 petals. Okay, I have reached my last single crochet, and all I'm going to do here is slip stitch into our first single crochet here, chain 1, I will chain 2, and let's cut. We're all done. Let's just pull that nice and tight, and we are also going to tuck it. Come on, just tuck it in. There we have our beautiful tie orchid.